What's up guys, welcome back to another video, a different one for you guys today. I know you wanted to see how I've been doing my makeup for just the past couple of years in general, but I did want to show you guys that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. I hope this lighting is okay. I'm just using natural light, so fingers crossed. I'm gonna start off with brows, so I've already just filled in very slightly. Just shape my brows, and the concealers I use for that are the KKW Beauty in number 9 and the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is medium 1. I just mix them for a good shade because one is darker than the other, and I just use my little flat brush. You guys have seen me do this before. I've been shaping my brows the same way for years, so I'm just going to go under the brow, and I always start with brows and eyes. So I've just shaped the bottom. I take it all the way out just so it's straight. So that's the brow done compared to the unshaped one. In terms of skin, I don't actually like to put my full skincare routine before I do makeup because I feel like it's too many products on top of the skin. So I've just now done both the brows, and I've taken whatever's left on the back of my hand and I've just covered the lids. Then I'll take it to the center of the brows as well. So once we've got that layer, I actually take number 12 in the KKW concealer. I also use other concealers for this. I use the Bobbi Brown Almond. Just put that on the back of my hand, and I'll use that same brush and I'll pick up a little bit of the product. And it has to be a liquid or a cream. And so I'll start shaping my eyelid. You only need a little bit of product on the brush, and you'll see it just blends in because we already have that concealer base. And I'll just do that motion so it just blends into my temple. And then whilst I have that warm shade, I'll actually go in and contour my nose. So I'll connect the two. I'll connect the eyes with the nose contour, and this is what makes it look a little more seamless. So I'll just take it down. So once I've done that, I'll go back with the lighter concealer, the medium one from NARS, and I'll take off most, if not all, the product that's on the tip. And I'll go down the bridge of the nose and in between the brows. You can see it's not too harsh. It just blends in really seamlessly, and it doesn't look like there's two shades on there. So whilst I'm here, I'm actually going to set my lids because they will crease. I just take my Laura Mercier honey powder, and I'll just take a small fluffy brush and then dip into that powder and just set the lids. So now we move on to the skin. I like to go in with one of these two primers. These are my favorite at the moment. So I use either the Shiseido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer, or I will use the Primed and Poreless from Too Faced. I will take this much and I will go on the sides of the nose. So both of these are blurring and pore focused primers. So I will definitely do this area, this cheek area. I'll go under the nose as well. I will do my chin. And then I will do just a little bit in the center of the forehead, just here. And see that I'm just pushing it into the skin. And then recently, Veve came out with a Skin Nova Radiance Primer. And for this one, because it's a radiance primer, I'll just take a little bit and go on the high points. Gives a really lovely glow. You can even just use this because it's a primer and it's not overly shiny or glittery or anything like that. You can do this on bare skin if you wanted to. Look how beautiful that is. So I'll just put that on the tops of the cheekbones. I'll just focus it on. Look how pretty that is. Between all of these steps, I'm constantly wiping my hands. I really dislike having like dirty hands or anything on my fingertips, just moving product around, just my worst nightmare. So beautiful, look at that. Good job, Jamie, that is stunning. All right, so now it is foundation and concealer time. I'm just gonna take you guys through the foundations that I use, and then I'll show you how I apply everything. I love NARS foundations, and the one I've been using recently is this one right here. It's the Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and I'm in the shade Medium Deep 1, Syracuse. And then I also love the tinted moisturizer from NARS. Beautiful. Sometimes I'll just wear this with some concealer. Both are beautiful. Sometimes I even mix them. For the tinted moisturizer, I use the shade Mykonos, which is medium 0. Another foundation I love is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This one I use in the shade 9. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name. Super full coverage, quite matte. I love this one a lot. And then you guys already know, I've talked about this so many times, the Synchro Skin Self Refreshing Foundation, the oil-free one from Shiseido. And this one I use in the shade 360 Citrine. Absolutely stunning. Love those 4 foundations a lot. And for concealers, I will literally just use these 2, the NARS and the KKW. For application, I've been loving this sponge so much. This one is from Dose of Colors. I also have this one, but I love the shape so much. Really squidgy, really large, so it covers a huge area. So I'm gonna show you guys what I use. So I start off with concealer first, then I'll go in with foundation. But before I do that, I've been using the NARS corrector. This is just a recent addition. This one is in the shade Light. So I'll just apply a little bit of this, just that much. So 2 nights ago, today's Wednesday, so Monday late evening, I think it was around 9:30, 10 p.m. I actually fell down the stairs. I slipped and fell, and it was quite a bad fall. I hit my lower back, the side actually, which thank goodness it was the side and not the center. I hit my back really badly the way I fell, and I also hit my knee, but the pain was so severe that I fainted. Can you believe that? So yesterday I actually did have some events, but I did have to cancel them because I could barely move, and I just thought it's better if I rest. The show must go on, so I'm going, and I thought why not film my makeup for you guys. I did say I was going to show you guys how I've been doing my makeup. So I'll go with my KKW number 9. As you can see, it's my skin tone. So I'll just apply a little bit of that, and I will blend this in before I do foundation. So now I've taken that foundation on the back of my hand. I will pick up just a little bit at a time and begin to apply that with a sponge. You guys been watching any good shows recently? I love shows and movies. I do have some recommendations that I've been loving recently. So a couple movies on Netflix that I've loved. Shot Caller, such a good movie. Really good. And then I also enjoyed Beckett. For shows on Now TV, I watched White Lotus. It's a bit of a quirky show, but I did enjoy it. And then also C is Back on Apple TV for the 2nd season. If you guys haven't seen that show, get to watching. It's such a good show. I really like it. So now that's on, as you can see, it's quite lightweight. It's not heavy at all, but it does give that beautiful soft matte finish. And then now I will just go back in with concealer. I'm applying just downwards now, and then on the outer edge. Because this is a lighter concealer, I'm going to put this on the high points, and then I'll also do this to just shorten the nose a little bit. And if you don't watch Handmaid's Tale, what have you been doing all your life? Literally my favorite show. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend. Now it's time for contour, and I love to use this Bobbi Brown stick in Warm Almond 6.5. I like to just warm it up and put it on the back of my hand. This way you're applying a little bit less. I just take it on my sponge and I'll just begin to warm up the face. And I'm just taking it up the temple just so it joins with that eye contour we did. Now I will just take that honey powder from Laura Mercier and just quickly set the under eye before I set the rest of my skin. Now I will just go and pat in. Don't start doing that. Just pat it in. So now I will go back with a little bit of powder on that sponge. This is just pressed powder. And I will just sharpen the sides of the nose. Don't mind me, I just had to go do my hair so it sets in time. At this stage, what I do is blush and then a little bit of highlight, and at the very end, just before I leave, I'll do my lips. So for blush, you guys know I love blush. I love blush so much. I do have my favorites. You know I'm obsessed with the Kylie Cosmetics blushes. I love Close to Perfect, that's my favorite one. And then my second favorite is Baddie on the Block, which is this one. It's what I've been using recently the most. And I like to apply it with my Smith brush, the 118. This is my favorite brush from them. I like the blush to be very much on the apple of the cheek, very much kind of under the eye almost. I did also apply lashes. I applied just corner lashes, loaded up with a blush. So I kind of press it in, and you'll see I kind of press it under the eye right here. Kind of like to mix blushes as well, and I've been loving mixing in the Dior blushes. I've had these for quite a long time. Love this apricot shade, Coral number 4. Really beautiful. I might just do a little top up of the pink number 1. What? Let me do a little bit of highlight. I've not actually been applying much highlight on the tops of the cheekbones, definitely down the bridge of the nose, so let's do that. I love the Bronze Goddess Heat Wave number 1 from Estee Lauder. Down, and then I'll stop right here, and then I'll do the tip. Alright, so for lips, I'm gonna do the Morphe Sweet Tea. I've just lightly lined all around. Lightly, it's not light at all. Just line my lips as usual. Just put a little bit of a lighter nude in the center of the lips, and always a gloss. So that is my makeup and hair done. I hope you guys enjoyed the makeup tutorial. I am ready to go now. It's an all black event, so I'm just gonna take some pictures and then get going. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.